Okay. So we have standard business process, okay, which is defined by SAP. Uh, like how generally procurement procedure will be happen in the other businesses. Like every company, generally how they are following. So they justly roughly estimated and they are given that one standard business process generally everyone is following. So what is the procedure they are following? So so generally, where it will be started generally, if you want to buy products or something, so procurement where it will be started generally, where it will be started.
From raw materials.
Raw materials, okay. But in the procurement level, okay, if you want to be start procurement procedure, that means purchasing procedure, generally where it will be started, raw materials, packing materials, finished goods, all this kind, just like a kind of the materials, okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's kind of the material, but I'm just talking about that where exactly it started our procedure. Okay, it's in normal when we are planning to buy any product, where exactly you are started. Do you know that where exactly you are starting that?
Request for the product.
Sorry,
Request order.
request order. Why it is request order? Why
Then
it is request order?
purchase order.
Why it is purchase order?
You want to buy the product?
Okay, okay. So you mean that it will be start ordering the product,
Yes.
right? Okay, okay. So okay, I'll just ask that question. Okay, I just raising the order. So if I'm ordering the product, so how I know that? Okay, what we need, the products what we need. How I know that? Hmm? So generally, this material which is I need, and these materials are which is required to plan to buy, and these materials we are planning to manufacture. So generally, if I have the 3 to 4 materials, let's say if I have the 3 to 4 materials I have, okay, we have 3 to 4 materials I have. Okay, so material A. Okay, material A is the finished goods.
Okay.
Okay, material B is there. Material B is the raw material. Okay, and material C. Okay, it is like a semi-finished goods. Let's assume that. Okay, then if I have the material D is the I have that packaging material. Okay, so I have just like assume that I have the 4 materials are there. Okay, 4 material types are there. So how I know, okay, which material I need, okay, which material how much we need, okay, and how much quantity which is need, okay, and when you need, okay, where exactly you need, where exactly you need. So if you're thinking that these three, okay, so if I just see that I have the plants, the manufacturing plant, it is like I have branches which is like one is Hyderabad, okay, one is Bangalore, okay, one is Delhi, okay, then one is Kolkata, okay, okay, one is in the Pune, and one is Mumbai. Okay, let's say I have these are the branches.
Okay.
Okay, now, okay, so now how I know that okay, which material which is required for me and how much which is required and when it is required. So there must be something like request should be raised. So is it something which is like from the sales department, or it may be finance department, or HR department, or maybe local procurement team, or it may be local store team? So someone has to be raised the request, right? So then
Okay.
only we come to know that okay, this product which is required. Yes or no? Right?
Yes.
If I don't know what exactly, then there is no, I cannot order directly product. See, if it is if in my home, okay, if I want to order something, then there must be some request. Okay, other than that, if we don't have any request, then we are not buying a product, right? Right? We must be have some request like from kitchen, they have some request, and some from bedroom there will some kitchen, and so from hall there will be some request, and some God mandir there will be some request, right? So there are so many requests we have to get. Then only we are planning to try. So that generally we are calling in the SAP, that is like purchase requisition. Okay, so this purchase requisition can be created by store department, can be created by procurement proposal team, or can be created by other departments as well. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Got the point?
Okay.
So, the first step will be started with PR. Okay, so identification of requirements. So request is nothing but like, hey, what you need exactly. Okay, that you need to be find it, because there are so many people, there are so many departments, so many things. They are requested that, okay, boss, this is the request, this is the my I need, this is the requirement I have, this is my request I have. So they have to come and they have to get a proposals. Other than that, if we don't have that, then we will not get anything. No? We will not be there is no requirement to raise. Huh? So the first step will be the purchase requisition, that we call the identification of requirement.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Okay. Actually, this PR request was created by MM or something.
Sorry?
This PR request
Huh?
was raised by sales or finance.
No, anyone can raise. If I have the HR department, I can also raise them, because my requirement is like I'm just getting some new resources onboarding. Okay, I have request like we are planning to giving some combo, like we are just to providing the breakfast, we are providing some lunch or something for new joinees. Then I have the request. Okay, I need some food to arrange to them. So that is a request from HR department or
Okay.
maybe administrative department. So everyone have their own request, right? It is everyone they have their own. Okay, everyone have the access. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Clear? It is clear?
Clear.
Okay. So this is the I just open. Okay, one more screen. I'll just put this one as well. Okay, so this is for purchase requisition. Okay. So request what exactly? So okay. So what is exactly it is like? Uh, which product it is required? Okay. So that is like we must be have the material number. Okay, and how much quantity which is required, the quantity, how much quantity we have to order, and when it is required, the date, when it is required, that is like delivery date, when you are expecting that to get the stock. Okay, and the need, because tomorrow, if it is tomorrow the people are joining, so tomorrow is my requirement. I cannot get it today and arranging for tomorrow, right? Because one day. So when it is needed, the delivery date and where exactly. So which branch it is like. Okay, it's
Okay.
like plant or something like. Nah? So these are the basic information we must be have to create a purchase requisition. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. Then I got the request like, okay, so let's say assume that I have a request for the material A or material B or material C or material D. So let's assume that material B, let's say I have the request for material B 10 quantity at 100 quantity. Okay. Then material C or material D, which are having the requirement of 10 pieces, 10 quantity. Okay. Let's assume that. Okay. This is my requirement. Material B is the 100 quantity and material D is the 10 quantity. Okay. So then what is the quantity here? So 100 pieces of 100 quantity of material B and 10 quantity of
material.
material D. Yeah. So then delivery date. Let's assume that I just need on maybe April 6th or April 5th. Let's assume that April 5th or 6th. Okay. So let's say I'm just putting that 6th 04 2024. Okay. This is my request on date. So individually level also you can go. Okay. Individually you can say that okay. This delivery date. This is the delivery date and all. Okay. So material B maybe have the April 4th and material C have the maybe have the some other date, right? Okay. Then branches. When it is a branch, when you need, so which branch it is? Like let's assume that Hyderabad branch. Okay.
Okay.
So you can also let's put that like material B on 06th. Okay, and material D on material D on maybe you can plan on the 5th also or 7th. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So this is the way which like which material, how much quantity, when we need, and where exactly you need all these things. You can get it all this information. Okay.
Okay.
So so if you want to be create a request, this is the request like these are the information which is required. Okay. So then purchase once the purchase requisition is identified. So let's say the PR which is created, the PR with some identification number like PR number with okay, PR created with above information. Okay. So then what next? What is the next? Once I get a PR, what I can do next? What I can do for next? Just think that if you have got the requirement now, what you will do?
Will sell for the vendor.
Hmm?
The material who was
Sorry,
will go for the vendor.
we'll go for vendor. Okay. So what do you mean by vendor?
Who
Do you know?
supply
Do you have the vendor name? Do you have the vendors?
or request for quotations.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I have the PR. So there are two cases are there. Okay. One case is like whether you know the vendor or whether you don't know vendor.
Okay.
Okay. So if you know the vendor, okay, then you can directly create a PO. Okay. PO. If you do you know the vendor, okay, let's say something you know already vendor, then what you can do, you can directly create the vendor. So directly create a PO. Okay.
Yeah.
Vendor known. Okay. So because we have the regular vendors, then if there is a vendor you already know, then you can go directly. Okay, if you don't know vendor, okay, if you don't know vendor, okay, so what will be happen? What you need to do?
Request for quotation.
Okay, so now I don't know who is the vendor. I don't know. Okay, so what will be happen if I don't know vendor? Okay, what will be happen if I don't know vendor? Then okay, I just need to search for the vendor. So the next step will be okay. The next will be the searching for the supplier. Okay, who are the suppliers we have? Okay, so because we have the so many suppliers on the same product. If suppose let's say metal A, metal B is some like oil. So there are so many brands we have available in the oils. Okay, so the when I don't know who supplier, okay, what I'm just searching for, we are just calling the open bidding or we're just planning to searching for the suppliers. So, so what is the next case? It is like, okay, searching for the supplier,
Okay.
searching for supplier. So that is called identification of vendor. Identification of vendor. Okay, because we have so many vendors, so I cannot go directly blindly because it is not only today. tomorrow also we are planning with the same supplier. If he is good, then we are planning to with that supplier. So at that case, what we need to look into that here, okay, whether the vendor can be capable to supply, and vendor can be giving the best price, and vendor is agreeing that all the terms and conditions, and vendor having any payment terms, incoterms, all these things, na. So that everything we must be aware about that, na. So how we know that, how we are searching for the supplier? So we are calling like bidding, or we just calling for the sending that quotation, okay, request for quotation for price information, okay, because if you see that I have the material number, quantity, and delivery date and plan, but if I want to raise the order, I must be have the price information and incoterms and the payment terms, the basic information which is required, price related information, all or condition related information. That information was missing in the PR because I don't know, because these are completely related to supplier. So I'm searching the supplier. Okay. So I'm just planning to that, raising the request, raising request
Yes.
to get the price information, and if there is any payment terms, okay, any agreement, any conditions like that. Okay. We are just okay. All this information purpose we are just requesting request raising to the supplier. So that request can be raised to the multiple suppliers. Request is raised to multiple suppliers. Multiple suppliers. Why multiple suppliers? Because I didn't find a proper supplier. Na? I have 10 suppliers outside. So let's say I'm just planning to oil. Na? So oil we have the Sunpreme. Okay. Okay. Then we have Sunprice. Okay. So something local brands also, which we have so many things. Na? So all
Yes.
these brands something. Okay. So multiple brands are there. So I don't know what vendor we can directly go. Na? So because I just looking for some brand. Okay. Some sunflower oil or something. There are so many brands we have. Okay. Just we just planning that to sending this information to supplier and asking that please send me your price quotation and bidding on all, then they will get. So that is called we request for quotation. Okay, that called request for quotation.
Okay.
Okay, so this request for quotation is the external document. External document. Okay, this we are why we are calling external document, because we are sending this information to supplier to request for the uh, additional information, right? So, and peer is the internal document, because it's just internally discussed and finding that what is actually request needed. But this is the request for quotation. Okay, so this is called external document. External document means it is going to outside.
Yes.
Okay, so in this case, how we can communicate to the supplier? You can use the mail. Okay, you can use printout and generating the printouts. Okay, generating printout and hard copy, and you can convert the PDF and manually sending the mail. Okay, like, or else fax, telex if they have the some other possibility, or if they are using non-SAP to SAP, they can use ALE. Like some communication channels are there, communication forms are there. They can use that and they can send.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. So this is the way we just sending that information. So here the next step is okay. Request for quotation.
Okay.
Request for quotation. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Clear.
Okay. So if I know a vendor and all the prices I know, I can raise directly PO, but I don't know that person. So I'm just raising the quotation, request for quotation to get the information. Why we are creating request for quotation? Because we need the information of what actually price and all this information. Okay. So what we can expect then? What we can expect then from vendor? We are expecting the price, okay, and terms and conditions, addition sentence, and if there is anything which like incoterms or anything, okay, that is, and in price, it's not only basic price or it is something, it is also transportation price, anything discounts, okay, anything which is there, then those are also we are getting, because if I have the basic price of 100 rupees and the freight cost is 10 rupees, okay, so if I included the freight cost, then it is a 110 rupees. I cannot consider that it is just 100 rupees, because the burden of the cost will be 110 rupees, because additionally you are paying 10 rupees for the that material, right? So if you are saying that you are buying that at 100 pieces, okay, so my price was basic price was 90 rupees. So by outside of supplier, they are saying 100 rupees, but your vendor is saying 90 rupees. But after that, he's saying that you have the additionally delivery cost that will be like 15 rupees per each material. Then obviously, what is the price? It's like a 105 rupees. So outside I'm getting 100 rupees. Now it's a 505 rupees. So obviously 5 rupees extra they are charging your burden. Okay. If even it is going to vendor or not, that is it's our burden, right? So all these things we have to be considered. So I'm just expecting that. Okay, I got the some price information which from the each supplier. So that will be maintaining the quotation. So maintain quotation. Maintain quotation. Clear? So then once I got the quotation, so I got quotation from all the suppliers. Okay, maybe I have sent that. Okay, uh, I have sent to the 10 suppliers, but let's assume that I got only 9 has responded and one person is not responded. So there must be have some limitation, right? So when I requested, okay, boss, you must be respond this before this date. So there should be some of deadline for quotation, right? If I don't have the deadline, and after 20 days, 30 days, he is coming and he's saying that, okay, okay, I will give you 70 rupees, 60 rupees, let me consider to me. Then it's already my recommend dates and everything which is already gone, no? So there must be some deadline, no? Okay. So that will be the okay. So that is the you must be having in the request for quotation. The deadline should be this is the before this date. You must be responded. Then only we are considering. Okay. Okay. So now I got the prices. Okay. Maintain quotations from the supplier from different suppliers. Okay. Okay. So different suppliers and request for quotation sending this to multiple suppliers. Okay, so clear. Okay, now let's assume that I got that, I just maintain that. Okay, whoever the person who are not sending that, I didn't maintain the quotation because I didn't receive that. Then whatever we received that, I just maintaining that. Then what we have to do next? I got a quotation now. What we'll do?
We'll compare with the prices quality.
Okay, so yes, so comparison, because so now we have so many suppliers and now all the everyone they are sending their quotations, the price quotations and all. So what they need to do, they based on that they have to be compare the price. Okay, then they have to be select the suitable supplier. Okay, so now once I selected that, okay, once I selected that, then now I know the vendor, right? Now I know the vendor, right? You
Yes.
know vendor now.
Yes.
Yes, right? Because you already have the vendors now. So now what is the step again? If I know vendor, then what is the step again?
Next PO.
So it will be go again this line now. It will be creating
Yes.
again. It will be creating that going to create a PO because I know the vendor now.
Yes.
Now, okay. So the PO was created. So it is not necessary to follow all the procedure steps. Okay. So if you know the vendor, then you can directly go to create a PO.
Okay.
Okay. If you don't know vendor, then you have to follow all the steps.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Okay. But in real time scenario, we really request for the quotations.
No, your voice is not audible. Can you repeat?
In real time scenario,
Real time scenario?
we will really request for quotation.
Depends. That's what I'm saying, right?
Okay.
So if you started business, okay, you don't know supplier, right?
Okay.
And if you are already running the business, you must be know about the supplier.
Okay.
Okay, you also see if you are introducing the new product. Okay, for this new raw materials you need, that's raw material you are never used in your company, and you are planning to buy that, then obviously it's new. See, let's think, see that in your home, let's assume that, okay, if in your home, okay, you are buying regularly rice, okay, do you need to raise a request for quotation for that? No, right? Because every time we are buying that product, you are directly going and you are purchasing that product, rice,
Yes.
right? If suppose you are planning to buy something like television or refrigerator, all these things, okay, so what you will do? You must general, you'll be raising the quotation, right? Because that is a completely new. You are not regularly buying that product, nah? Or which may be new product, sure, right? So in that case, obviously you're just looking at that who can give the best price, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Or it may be you're going for vacation. Sorry, if you have some festival is there, so planning to buy. So in that case also, what you will do generally, instead of going with a regular vendor, okay, maybe where I will get the best price and where I will get, because you are planning to buy in the bulk. Generally, you are planning to buy in the small quantity of the product, but now I have the requirement like bulk. So that bulk quantity maybe he cannot able to supply, or you are looking into someone who can give the best price. Then
Yes.
obviously you'll go, right. It depends. It depends. They can follow. They cannot be follow. It depends again. Okay.
Okay.
And regular purchases and all, we don't need PR also.
Okay.
See, if I'm regularly buying 1 kg rice or regularly 15 days, I'm buying one bag of rice. I don't need to looking for the someone who need to be raised the request. I can directly buy the product by creating the direct PO, right?
Okay.
Yes or no? Because
Yes.
so you are planning to buy regularly vegetables. So it's not needed. Someone has to rise, boss. Today I need 10 kgs of tomato, 10 kgs of some ingredients like that. It's not needed, right? Because it's a regular purchase. So you are planning to buy that. Nah?
Okay.
Okay. So in that case, you can directly create a PO. So what I'm saying that here, it is not needed to create the PR, or it's not needed to create the quotation, request for quotation and all. You can directly create a PO also. It depends. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Clear.
Okay. Now I have created a PO. Okay. Now I have created a PO. Then what is the next step? What is the purchase order? What is the purchase order having that? What is the purchase order having that? Tell me what is the what you have in the purchase order?
Material type, vendor information, material information.
Uh-huh. What? Sorry, come again. So which information it is there?
Material information and vendor information.
Okay. So do you mean that material information and vendor information is enough to create a purchase order? So earlier I have the material and quantity and delivery date and plant. Now what additional is added in the here in the what you're finding here is all information you are finding, right, in the quotation. So in the quotation, when you're comparing this all, you got all this information, right?
Yes.
So that means you got the material, how much quantity you required, how much delivery date is required, when it is required, and where exactly you need it, and additionally what is the price of material, and what are the conditions, incoterms, transportation charges, surcharges, everything which will be there. Now,
Okay.
so all this combination you are creating the purchase order, right?
Yes.
Right. So what information is required generally here? We have material, quantity, delivery date, plan, then price. Okay. So
Okay.
whether they might be have the conditions, or they might be don't have the condition. They might be have the incoterms, or they might be don't have the condition incoterm, or they might be have the transportation charges, or they don't have the transportation charges. But other than this one, the basic things should be these are the required material, vendor, delivery date, plan, and price. Other than this one, who is just supplying the goods?
Okay.
Vendor, right? So to create the purchase order, you must be have this information. Then only you can able to create a PO.
Okay.
Clear? It's clear?
Clear.
Okay then. So then all this information which I created in the PO, and again I said right. So this is again whether this is internal document or external document PO.
Internal.
PO is internal or external?
Will
How it
supply.
if it is internal, if it is internal, then how it is internal? If it is external, how it is external? Say whatever it is. If
If you
it
are
is correct or right or wrong, if it is right or wrong, let me just read
we
it.
are sending the PO to the vendor means it is the external.
Yeah. Okay. And so how you said internal, right? You said internal, na? Okay. So the PO is the legal document which you are ordering to the someone. So that means let's assume that just think in Amazon you are ordering some product. So it is going to the external supplier, the information. So obviously it's the external document. So here in our material management, PR only internal document. All it is external documents only.
Okay.
Okay. So PO is the external document, and all this information like vendor, material numbers, and quantity, everything which we are entering, and we are sending that PO to the supplier. Okay. So again, we are sending to this supplier. Okay. This information is sending to the supplier. Either they can use that. Okay. In the form of different okay mediums. Medium means printout, or it may be like anything which is like printout and PDF conversion and send mail. Okay, like, or else fax, okay, telex. Okay, and we maybe if they have the systems, they can use the connectivity of ALE. Okay, so that everything they can use in this form, they will be sending this information to supplier.
Okay.
Okay, so now the purchase order created, and let's assume that we just taken printout and sent to the supplier. Okay. Now, what you are expecting next step? What you are expecting next step? So pure monitoring. So monitoring. Why we are doing monitoring? Why we are doing the monitoring? Why we are doing the monitoring? Pure monitoring.
Purchase the
Okay. So you created some order in the Swiggy. Okay. Or maybe ordering in the you ordered in Amazon. Okay, so what you will do next time, next thing, okay, just checking your status, na, the PO. Okay,
yes.
whether it is he is acknowledged, the supplier is acknowledged or not acknowledged, and when he expected the delivery. Okay, so did you get that acknowledgement of, in the form of when confirmations? Like they are sending, na, they are sending confirmation like, okay, boss, you are getting tomorrow the stock. This is the in transit, the packaging and everything will be delivered. and this is the transportation, this is the courier they are sending. So all these things they are updating. So in the PO monitoring, what you are expecting that acknowledgement, just looking into the acknowledgement, okay, and then okay, confirmations, acknowledgement and confirmations, okay, and if anything which like okay, if they are you didn't receive on time acknowledgement or confirmation, then you are sending reminders to them. Okay, so it's like a PO monitoring and a PO update, or what is there in the update and everything. Okay,
Okay.
so that is there in the PO monitoring. Okay,
Okay.
so then okay, let's assume that they are confirmed. Okay, confirm means confirmation. What do you mean by confirmation? They are saying that okay, we are planning to deliver this product on this date. Okay, so let's plan for onboard. Sorry, let's plan for the inward stock. Okay, so because why we need confirmation? It's very important because uh, you have to be planned, right? Because on the same time, if I have the 10 loads we are in the track, okay, if I'm suddenly giving confirmation to the that supplier also, okay, if it is taking 3 to 4 days on to unload and doing that, then he will be like, okay, boss, we cannot wait long time. This is almost 3 days. Okay, the transporters is not accepting to that. They are asking additional charges and all. So that's very difficult, no? So they confirmation what will happen? They are saying that okay, this is the date you are getting all these products. So ready with that to for inbound the stock, right?
Okay.
So all these things will be planned. Okay, all things you need to be planned all these things. Okay, then so let's assume that I got the stocks. Okay, let's assume that I got the stock. So what we'll do? We'll be receiving the stock. Okay, goods receipt. This is called goods receipt. Okay, so you can receiving the goods. Okay, you are receiving the goods, whatever we received, and we are validating. We are validating. Clear?
Okay.
So what we'll do in the goods receipt again? In the goods receipt, what you are planning to do, you are validating that what you ordered and how, okay, what you validated. So the quantity and the material and the supplier information, okay, and okay, if the location is exactly they are sending this correct or not, on time delivery or not, okay, shipping instruction they have followed or not, because shipping instructions also is very important, shipping instruction like if suppose let's say I order something like glass item, okay, if they are not sending with the shipping instruction like they are not wrapped and they are not doing proper packing and all, okay, then what will happen, it might be have the chance of the getting scratches, or it may be
Damn.
broken like that, right? So if the shipping instructions they are followed or not followed, that is also is very important, no? So all these things you just need to be validated and you're receiving the goods. Okay.
Okay.
So let's assume that I receive the goods. So if I order something which like 100 quantity, okay, and let's assume that I got only 50 pieces. Okay, 50 quantity I received in the PO. Okay. So now we along with this goods ship, okay, along with this goods ship, we also receive that. Okay, there must be invoice we receive from the supplier because we have to pay the amount, right? So
Yeah.
we are receiving the some, we are receiving the some invoice from the vendor. Okay, so that vendor invoice, okay, invoice receipt, we need to be validated. Okay, so who will send the invoice? We are supplier. Who will send this invoice? Company will write the invoice, or vendor will write the invoice?
Vendor.
Vendor will write the invoice, right? So we will get the invoice from the vendor that you are validating. Okay, so what you need to validate here? So here we just cross check that to material and the quantity and the stock like which like validation, like if it is broken or something like damaged, or it is properly stock packed or shipping instruction, everything we are followed, that we are validated here. But in the invoice receipt, what you are validating? Why I need to validate? I can directly pay amount, now. Why I need to validate?
No, the invoice was for actually we received the board received was only 50 quantity, but
Hmm.
invoice it has 100 means
Okay.
for,
Do you mean that you are received invoice for the 100 quantity?
yes, but the actual invoice is only 50 quantity we received.
Okay. So the quantity and the price. Okay. So the quantity we are validating quantity, we are validating price, because why we are validating again price? Because maybe you and they agreed that the price comparison quotation they agreed in the different prices, or in the PO they agreed in the different prices. But when you get the invoice, if it is getting into high cost, like Amazon, if you order something product like Amazon, they're saying that 1,000 rupees for this treasures. Okay, then when you got the stock, they're saying that okay, it's like 1,500. So are you ready to pay that 1,500? No, right? Because you are buying this product because you are very good with that 1,000 rupees. That's why you are planning to buy that product. Okay. Now, if it is suddenly saying that 1,500, then it's not exactly correct, right? Because you are doing something which is less cost. Okay. So you're just validating price
Yes.
and just validating the quantity. So now tell me, when I'm just validating this quantity and price, okay, so what are the parameters we are validating? From where we are validating these parameters? From where we are planning to validate this? So that means quantity and price. So how you know
Yes.
these quantity and prices, and where you, from which parameters you are considering and you are validating? Got a question, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me that. No, sir. Don't be there in silent. Just tell something. What you know, just tell me. If you don't know, just tell. I don't know. You know or don't know? Again, silent.
No,
Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
no, I don't.
No. Okay. See, now the
No,
quantity. Okay, the quantity now you are validated. Okay. Suppose let's say it is 100 quantity. Okay. So 100 quantity you got invoice. So did you ready to pay for 100 quantity?
no.
So why?
The boot session only there for 50.
So where what is the parameter you are validated here? Goods received quantity, right? So in
Quantity.
the GR quantity, how much you received, based on that only you are validating quantity,
Yes.
right? So the parameter you are checking here, whether you are received exactly 50 quantity or 100 quantity, right?
Yes.
Yes, right? Okay.
So, yes.
Okay, now the price. So price, which is like 100 rupees or 200 rupees, something which I can say suppose. Let's assume that, okay, the price which you are validated, which like 10 rupees per each piece. Okay. So goods also received with the cost of the 10 rupees per piece.
Okay.
10 rupees of piece. Okay, because per piece. Obviously, right? So it's 10 rupees of piece. We are received. Okay. Now tell me the price where you are validating price. Which
In
price
which
you are
boot?
validating? Uh, sorry?
In the invoice, we also valid for the price. We check for the price. It is 10 rupees.
Which parameter? Which parameter? This from PO. It is from PO price. Because whatever they agreed the price which we are entering in the PO. Now, if they are accepted, then only they are sending the goods. The price is validating from the PO. The quantity is validating from the GR.
GR.
Okay. So you are validating the GR, you are validating the PO. Then only you are accepting the invoice. Okay. This is the called three-way matching. Three-way matching is like PO, GR, and invoice. Okay. So they are matching all these things, then only they are accepting. So how it will works, and again that will be the some parameters will be there. GR based review. Okay, GR based review is the one concept, like okay, it will be validating that based on the quantity how much you received, you are planning to the verifying the invoice. GR based review. Okay, if you are not selected the GR based review, so there is a possibility of creating the invoice before and then you are receiving the GR after. So there is just some cases, right? You are paying some amount to before only. Some advances you are paying. Okay, some you are raising invoice before only. Okay, there is a possibility, right? Because the vendor is asking to pay first when they are clearing the vendor invoice, then only we are sending these goods and all. Right? Then again that will be a different topic. But yeah. So GR based review is the one concept which is validating that okay whether I'm just instructing to the system, okay, you must be validate the GR before when you are verifying the invoice. Clear?
Okay.
Then after that, so after what will happen, I verified that and I completed. Okay. Then what will be happen? What will happen next? Invoice receipt also verified. Okay. So I can put like simple language, which is like verification. Understanding purpose, I'll just put like verification. Vendor invoice verification. Okay. Then what will be happen? Then last step. So you are verified and you are accepted. Then the finance team, what they will do? They will raise the payments. Okay. Clear?
And this payment was done by the sales of finance.
You have to tell who will pay
Finance.
payments. Who will pay the payment?
Finance.
Finance, right? Because all finance people have to be handling all the because you don't have money, na? The procurement team don't have the money. The inventory team they don't have money. Then who? Payment will be done by
Finance.
Then who will be raising a finance team? Okay, payment will be done by finance team. Okay, again the cycle will be started again. Okay, again started with the cycle. Again new requirement, new PR, quotation, material and comparison, PO and gossip. So this is continuous cycle, na? Right? This is again continuous cycle. So the next cycle will be like again it will be create a supplier. Okay, again create the purchase requisitions and based on the next requirement. For the next requirement again we are creating that. Again new purchase requisition and again new purchase orders. Everything will be again it will be started like cycle. Again the cycle will be started. Right? So this is continuous cycle. So because it's not one day they are stopping this one, na? So they are continuously doing this step. Okay, this is because they have the requirement. Correct or not? Every time they have the requirement. This one.
Yes.
So it is like continuous cycle. This is called okay. This is called P2P cycle. What do you mean by this one? This is the P2P cycle. Procurement to pay cycle. P2P cycle means procurement to pay cycle. So it start with the procurement and ending with the payment. procurement proposals, then ending with the award. So this continuous cycle will be happen. Okay, when the requirement will be there in the home. So this is continuous transactions every day will be following, because it's not only for the one time and it's stopping that, right? So tomorrow I might be have some other requirement, then I will be start again the same cycle, and I'll do that all these things. No,
Okay.
okay. So this is the P2P cycle called. So this is the standard procedure. Generally, everyone is following this procedure, but it's not necessary to follow the same procedure. It depends again the business to business, because I just said right last time Amazon will not be following this cycle. Why?
Okay. The vendor directly supplies the goods to the customer.
Customer, because so here they don't need to be write the quotation. Maybe they have the internal, but again when they're getting the order from the customer, they will directly approaching to the supplier and sending the goods. So here we are not supplying to the goods to the customer directly, right? The
Okay.
Amazon will not be supplying the goods directly to the customer. They are going with third party.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So this is called P2P cycle. This is called P2P cycle, procurement to pay cycle. Okay.
Okay.
So just mention here in the top. Okay, so this is a procurement to pay cycle. Okay, clear? So in engineering point of view, if they are asking about the P2P cycle, okay, so our procurement to pay cycle, or they can ask different ways. Standard business procure standard business process, or maybe P2P cycle or procurement to pay cycle. They can ask in the different ways. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay then. So this is the P2P cycle. So this is the one standard procedure we are following. Okay. Then next go to the next topic. Can we continue? No problem, right? Can we continue? No problem, right? Satish?
Yes, you can. You can continue.
Okay, okay. So then next we'll go to that. So standard SAP, which is they just thinking that what generally procurement process will be followed. That again he explained, but I'll just give you one overview procedure. Okay, just trying to understand about that procedure. Okay, so generally, if you want to get the PRs, procurement proposals, okay, it's not only internal, right? So sometimes what will happen based on the customer requirements also. Okay, we are getting the procurement proposals.
Okay.
Yes or no? Yes, because the customer is asking this product. So then based on the customer request, okay, what product they are requested, that maybe we can order from the outside and we are first doing that, right? So here the cycle generally overview point of view, it's not only material management, it's just giving that overview point of view. Okay. So what will happen here? Starting with that, it will be customer order. We started with the customer order. Okay. So our business, they are planning to get the orders from the customer. Okay, because they are doing the business for the profit. They are selling the product to the someone and getting earnings, products, the cost and everything from the customer. So it will be started with customer order. Okay. So once I get the customer order, what will be happen? What will be happen once I get the customer order? Okay, I will go here down. No problem. What is the next step if I got a customer order? What is the next step? Hmm? If I get a customer order, what we'll do? Next.
We will check for the product if it is available in our inventory.
Yes. So material availability. Okay, they are validating the material availability. If suppose I don't have the material,
You need to again from the vendor, purchase from the vendor.
okay, so I'm just validating here. So material availability. What you saying? Material availability. I'm just validating. Okay. So now if I don't have the stock. If, okay. If I have the stock, if I don't have the stock, what will be happen? If I have the stock, and if I don't have the stock, what will be happen? If I don't have the stock, if I have the stock, what will be happen?
So
Suppose
you have the stock,
let's say for no stock.
is the request.
Sorry. Okay. If I don't have the stock, no
We
stock,
don't have the stock means we'll go for the vendor.
we are going to the vendor.
Yes.
Why I need to go to vendor? If I have the stock available, stock is there. Stock is there, no stock. Okay. So what will be happen next? You're saying that you are directly going to the vendor. Is it?
If we have the stock means we'll raise the request
To whom you are raising request?
for the sales.
No. See, I got the order. Okay, I'm just taking the material availability. So if there is no stock, okay, then what will be happen? It will be raising the procurement proposals. Proposals will be rising. Okay, so proposals means, okay, I don't know exactly whether this material, see, I have the request like material A. Material is there, A is the FG product, finished goods product. So you know, right, what is the finished product and what is the raw material? Do you know or you don't know? What is the raw material, what is the packing material, what is the semi-finished goods? You know that? Yes or no? Tell me yes or no. You don't know, just tell no. First yes, just tell me yes. So finished goods is nothing but like a final product. Okay, we are selling to the customer. Mostly we are selling the products for FGs and finished goods and semi-finished goods to customer. This is the completely done. A final product. This is the final product we are selling to them. Okay, raw materials is nothing but like it's a component we are using for the furtherly you are using for the producing the some other material. Okay, let's assume that biryani is there. I'm just preparing the biryani. Here biryani is the final product, that is FG product, and whatever you are using the ingredients like rice, ghee, and okay, maybe chili powder, gradient, okay, turmeric, whatever you are using, that all is it's like a components. Either it may be semi-finished goods or it may be raw materials or whatever it may be, right? So the concept like finally customer is buying the final product or they are buying that chili powders and all. You are the seller and you are selling the biryani. Okay, so whether customer will ask you to biryani or they will ask like I need turmeric, I need rice and all. Is it audible? Hello, is it audible? You are there? Oh, no, he's not there. Okay, okay, let's wait for that. Okay, I think there was some power interruption from the uh, that side. Okay, so let's will connect tomorrow. Okay, so please subscribe my channel and please comment if you need any particular comment topics or particular interview point of view questions what we're looking into that, and just drop me message in the comments what kind of topics you are looking into that for the interview point of questions so that I will prepare for that and I can give it to that. Okay, thank you for subscriber. Please follow me. Please like and please share to your friends who are there looking into they are looking for this training. Okay, so because I'm just doing this videos uploading because there's so many people they are don't have the money and they could not able to go for the training, so they can go with the self training classes and they can study that and they can improve their skills and growth. Okay, so thank you for following my channel, and please subscribe, please like, and please comment. So I'm looking for the more comments so that we can have that more interactions from the comments, and we'll doing more uploads on particular topics. Thank you very much. Thank you and have a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.